Hey, this is Brian here with Buzzcity.ca. We're down at the Galleria in the CBC building. I have the pleasure and the honor of hanging out with the guys from the Pile of Bones brass band today. They were actually the first band interviewed by Buzzcity.ca a few years ago, and now we're going to get together and catch up with them again. So, gentlemen, let's get up to speed. What's some of the exciting highlights that have happened for you guys in the last few years?
Folk festival?
Oh yeah, for sure. A few festivals.
We played a show at the art gallery, the Mackenzie Art Gallery. It was a Thursday night live, and they did a hard rock, heavy metal show that night, and they had a whole exhibit on, touching on those themes. And they thought maybe we could get the Pile of Bones brass band to come down because, heavy metals, brass instruments, we got a lot of, brass instruments in the band. So we came out and they asked us maybe learn a couple of heavier tunes, so we actually put together a couple of interesting arrangements.
It's a lot of fun, actually, yeah.
I think Rage Against the Machine song and a Black Sabbath tune, which kind of worked pretty well, I thought. It was a cool show.
Yeah. It's a nice pair, the heavy brass and the heavy metal and the art exhibit, so it was really cool.
Brass? Doing
Black
heavy
Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
That sounds really neat.
Went into a bit of a Afro-Cuban riff at the end. It was pretty fun.
We mixed it in. We had our own kind of, some of the music we usually do for shows that we enjoy playing, and then we mixed in with the heavier sounding side of it. And yeah, it seemed to be well received. So.
What's some of the different genres or sounds or things that you guys have picked up on over the last couple of years since you last talked with Buzzcity.ca that you think has really influenced the band?
Whatever we each individually listen to, probably. Like we each bring a different influence, right?
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think for me, to answer specifically, I got into Fela Kuti and wanted to try and bring some of what he was doing to what we were doing, trying to put a brassy spin on it with a sousaphone driving bass lines and just experiment with the rhythms that he kind of invented and that came out of Western Africa. It's been quite fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then, if somebody's taking a turn playing a solo or something like that, auxiliary percussion is happening and the band is just all, playing at the same time. It's great.
Playing music live is one of those things that gives you a feeling that nothing else on this planet does. It just gives you a charge. It's just an incredible feeling. What is it that you take from playing live, playing music that you've written in front of people?
That's a great question. I guess for me, a few things are going on when I'm playing live. I really enjoy playing with the guys in the band a lot. I enjoy spending time and hanging out and listening to music and doing things, and then to be able to play music with guys this caliber of musicians is just great for me. And then also along with that is to share that kind of music with the audience and share that experience and kind of feed off each other when people are dancing or enjoying the music and that kind of thing. It's just great, like you say. It's a good feeling for sure.
How about you? What do you think?
I just like having a good time with these guys. It's a lot of fun.
We do have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just all about having a good time.
We
I don't think any of us do this for any other reason other than to have fun.
we kind of have a lot, we feed off of each other's energy on stage, and sometimes the songs take a new turn based on how the crowd is reacting to what we're doing, or we might all of a sudden break into something completely different and seem to all be on the same page for some reason. And then there are many, many other moments where we are totally on unique pages. But we work through those and then no big deal. But no, sometimes you just lock in as a band.
So Jay, tell me what it's like in the jam space then when you guys are just kind of having a good time, just playing around and trying to make some songs together.
It's pretty fun. It's always a really fun experience. We all kind of learn songs on our own and bring the parts in together and then just start working them out as a group. And that's just such a easy process with these guys. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but when we jam, we just...
Yeah, it doesn't take many jams.
Yeah, we get it sorted out pretty...
Yeah, to get a song is quick.
Yeah, in terms of the process too, and like either learning tunes or working on tunes, everything from people who are bringing in sheet music we might look at, to checking out a recording at the same time as we're playing, to no music, no recording, and we're just working with somebody knows the tune really well and they've got a melody in their head and they're playing it to somebody else, they're picking that up, and you kind of build the tune as you go, which is kind of a fun process too, and then you all learn the tune kind of at the same time. It's cool.
Awesome. Carl, I want you to tell me about a couple of gigs that might stand out over the last year, like any specific venues or any specific shows that just stand out in your mind as being pretty incredible?
Yeah, we had an interesting experience in the Jazz Festival in Saskatoon. They invited us out there, and you know, we were really looking forward to playing there. We were at an outdoor stage, you know, we were getting ready to play. Lots of people in the outdoor, you know, and then all of a sudden the clouds came, you know, and then people started leaving a little bit, and then the rain came, and it was crazy. So the show got rained out, unfortunately for that. However, later that night, we all made it out to the late night jam in the jazz club in Saskatoon there. And the whole band came up to do a jam. We did a few tunes there, so it was a lot of fun to at least play in Saskatoon. So that was pretty cool. And then a lot of musicians in the audience at that late time jam, and it was a good time.
Justin, any others that stand out for you? Any other really cool gigs?
The starting days at the German club were fun. The German club is a pretty fun place. That's where we would jam there every Monday for a while.
Yeah.
I took a lot personally from that, just because I got to jam a lot with these guys. They're all way older than me and better. Not way, I shouldn't say way, but they're older than me, but they, you know. Anyways, they're very, very good players, and as a younger musician, it was just great to be able to jam with them every week. And I thought that stood out, but also, I mean, the Folk Fest was cool. We've done a lot of great gigs.
Yeah,
Met a lot
true.
of nice people. And,
Mosaic's fun.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's always nice to meet people, you know, through this band.
You guys are all proficient at your instruments. Where does that come from? I want to start with you, Carl. Where does that background come from in music for you?
Yeah, no, good question. I guess for different people, I guess it comes from different places. For me, anyway, I got heavily involved in the community band here when I was young in Regina. It was a great place to grow up and learn music. I was with the Regina Lions band program for years. I was in school band programs, that kind of thing. So again, playing a wide range of music, everything from, you know, the marching stuff to the jazz to the full-on concert wind stuff. And then from there, actually, my own kind of journey, I guess that way, is I went on to do an undergraduate degree in jazz performance at McGill myself, and then you know, again, exposed to lots of different things out there in Montreal, and then after that, I did a law degree. So I have my day job, and I do a lot of, you know, I enjoy playing a lot of music and different things. So it's a lot of fun for me. Yeah, play with these guys.
My story is identical to Carl's until the point where he went to McGill. I did not go to McGill. I stuck around Regina. I was in the Lions band with Carl for many years. And
That's right.
after high school, I was kind of not sure what I wanted to do, but I enlisted at the U of R to do engineering. And, I happened to just keep playing in the bands at the university, like the concert band and the jazz band. And at some point, I just got a call to play with Stepchild, with a funk band from Regina at one time. And that was kind of my first real gig, honestly. So from there on in, I was just back into playing, could do it on top of the studies at the university, or now I can, you know, keep playing a lot, even though I have a day job like Carl. Get old 8 to 5, but, you know, lots of time after to play some music. So that's kind of my story.
I've played guitar since I was about 10, and I'd studied a little bit here and there from different people, and I don't know, just practiced quite a bit, especially in the past 6 years. So studied a bit online through Berkeley, which was a cool experience. I got to actually talk to like professors online and stuff like that. I'd recommend it to people. Like, you can take like DJ courses and stuff on there too, like anything, like lots of music stuff. But anyways, and yeah, and just playing in jazz band in school and like concert band and like choir and stuff like that. It's been a musical experience for me. So.
Talk to me a little bit about how you influence some of the younger people out there, right? Because when you're coming up, brass is not the most popular genre, you know, for kind of pop, for younger guys that are playing music in clubs and stuff like that. You got a fantastic band of really talented people. How does that influence some of the younger people that are coming up that have chosen to play brass? You know, and wanna look. What do you think they're seeing when they're watching you guys?
I'm not too sure, honestly.
I'll say, because I play guitar, so these guys play brass. So like, as someone that doesn't play brass, watching these guys and listening to an audience listen to them, blown away. You know what I mean? So like, these guys are very, very awesome players, and like, no, it's true. Like, I saw them play with the Lazy MKs the other day, and the whole audience was just like, man, those horn players are incredible. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm just saying what the audience was saying. So like, these guys won't say it because they're critical of themselves, you know, like most musicians, I think. But,
This guy has got a fantastic stage presence when he gets up there. He's got, you know, more knowledge than experience already. You know, the knowledge is further than the experience, and it's so cool to see. Like in his band For Real, he just takes control and lets her rip. And then to play with a guy like Carl, it's just such a pleasure. Like all of a sudden, you hear these freaking crazy sax solos. It's just.
yeah, ridiculous.
These guys, top-notch musicians. It's so much fun. Like the rest of the guys too. I think we just all have so much fun together. The sousaphones are played by Phil Yathan, and he's like a really killer, primarily tuba player, but until we got the sousaphone, and then he's been like just playing it so well. Colin Neufeld as well, the Blood, Sweat, and Tears originally of the band, I think. Like he kind of was one of the founding members of the original version of the band.
Yeah.
And Bryce Wiles on drums, plays in tons of bands, highly in demand. And Al McWilliams all over the place on bass and trumpet.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, talking about your question there, I would guess, I mean, having not had a chance to really hear a brass band when I was growing up necessarily in this kind of style, but you know, we checked out the Dirty Dozen Brass Band at the Jazz Festival. We were there, and it's just, I mean, again, like kind of a more mutual thing to hear another great, you know, amazing, you know, brass band is just inspiring, I think. So I think in any kind of capacity, whether it's a brass band, a rock band, any kind of band, you know, when you see people up there enjoying themselves and playing to, you know, a high caliber and you know, putting on a great show, it's inspiring, I think.
Super cool. We're sitting here with the couple of the guys from the Pile of Bones brass band. That's a mouthful, and it's turned into a smoke blowing show now. Is what's happening here with these guys. How important is that community support for you guys to be able to expand your career and start to move on and do different things? How important is Regina playing here for you guys?
Oh, China.
It's great. I mean, we love the community support. We've got a lot of friends and family and fans that come and support us and hang out. It's wonderful. Makes it fun to play.
Yeah, for sure. And in Regina, from what I've been, you know, as we've been developing as a band, that sort of thing over the past couple of years anyway, I mean, there are a lot of different music groups going on in Regina. For example, you know, we're talking about Justin's band For Real, and he mentioned the Lazy MKs, and you know, where we're able to feed off each other and get involved in different projects. And, you know, for example, if there's a show, we've got guests coming in from somebody else, from somewhere else, or we're guesting in with somebody else too. So it's, I think it's a great community that way in terms of Regina, and supportive bands supporting each other, and then of course, you know, the audience and the crowd. I mean, if we're not playing, maybe we're out checking out another band and having a good time that way too. So I think that way for me anyways, it's great to have that kind of support in the community.
Totally.
It's a lot of fun.
I was creeping you on the Facebook a little bit today. You mentioned that all-you-can-eat buffets are one of the top interests or something like that for the band. Justin, I'm going to start with you, man. Best all-you-can-eat buffet in the city of Regina.
Does all-you-can-eat sushi count?
Well,
I'm sure it does. It's all-you-can-eat, yeah.
Yeah.
Sake on Albert, across from Slow Food Pub, is quite nice. Yeah, that's my recommendation.
Jamie?
Just had it today for lunch. Friday lunch at the Hungarian Club. Man.
Okay.
So good. Done that one
Hard to
many
work
times.
after that. Really hard to work.
Fantastic. We got the Hungarian Club.
Yeah, for all you can eat, I'd say sake, and also there's a couple East Indian restaurants on Vic East that I really enjoy. Both of them that are across the street.
Yeah.
Flavors of
Spices of
Indian,
Punjab.
Spices of Punjab. Both of them are great
so
to me.
good, man.
So, yeah.
There's a big event coming up for you guys right away. Mardi Gras 2012. Tell me about this this gig that's coming up.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to have our man here, Justin. He's going to be touring with For Real through Alberta. Pretty exciting. But we had to kind of book it because we've been talking about this for years that, geez, we need to get a Mardi Gras thing going. And Carl and I have, you know, spent a lot of time on cell phones talking and discussing things. We'd love to have Justin, but we're going
I'd love to be there too.
to a party down at the German Club.
Yeah, February 19th. It's going to be a great time. They've got a really nice big space in the basement there, a nice big bar, and really neat space, and yeah, we're gonna play some new tunes. We're gonna have a bunch of guests, some vocalists. We don't do a lot of vocal tunes, but some we do, and we're gonna have some guests that are gonna sing with us. So yeah, we're gonna release a new shirt.
Yes.
That we're really excited about, featuring the golden sousaphone that we purchased recently, 1959. Yep.
New shirt, the Golden Sousa shirt, will be available at Mardi Gras. It's pretty exciting. A lot of things kind of going on right now.
Who else is going to be there? Where do you get tickets?
Yeah, tickets, Vintage Vinyl, and buy the book. We've got tickets there, and they'll be at the door too. As far as guests go, we're kind of keeping it as a bit of a surprise, but I think we've got 3 vocalists lined up right now.
Yeah. It'd be pretty fun to work some new material into the show with some guest vocalists, and we'll release them probably with lots of drama on Facebook, so you can keep creeping us.
Keeping on the creeping. I'm down. We're sitting with Carl, Cheney, and Justin from the Pile of Bones Brass Band. I got one more for you guys. I want to know something that nobody knows. One thing from each of you guys. What do we not know about the Pile of Bones Brass Band that maybe as an audience we should?
Wow.
The original band was formed about 5 years ago, and Colin Neufeld was in the original band. And well, some people may know this, but now more people will know this. Used to be called the Steaming Pile. But we thought when we brought the band back the second time around that it would be hard to book festivals like the Cathedral Arts Village Festival children's stage featuring. But no, we kind of changed the name when we came back and reformed to the Pile of Bones Brass Band to play on the spin on Regina's name. I think it's a nice name, better name maybe.
I dig it. Cool. That's an interesting fact. Justin, what do you got for us?
We make amazing lasagnas together.
It's true. We do. We're about to hit up a big lasagna after this interview, so nobody knows that but the 3 of us.
So now everybody knows what we were going to do after this interview, so that's pretty significant.
One more.
I don't know, I guess it's more of a small kind of thing, but on occasion, you know, we'll pick up different instruments, you know. Shane will jump on the drums and start playing drums if, say, Bryce is running late or something like that for rehearsal. We'll play a tune with Shane on drums, or, you know, Justin will hop on the bass, or pick up percussion, or you know, hit up the keys or something like that. And
interpretive dance is one of my things, too, for this band. In the private.
Yeah, in the jam.
Right?
yeah,
Like,
well, and people wouldn't know that, but that's the
Now they
release
do.
of the, exactly, yeah.
totally.
So, yeah, just jamming on different instruments, and yeah, you know, we don't really do that in a live kind of a setting.
No,
But,
No, because it doesn't necessarily sound or look good.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just wanted to thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with us today and letting us get caught back up. Hopefully we get to do it again before too long. Good luck on the shows and all the stuff coming up right away. Hopefully we see some recordings. I can't wait for a new t-shirt to come out right away.
Yeah.
Check you down at the show. I'm Brian for Buzzcity.ca. Thanks a lot.
And thanks to Buzz City for having us.
Yeah, you guys.
Great to be here.
Nice
Good to see you.
Nice
Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much.